I'm Idiotech, and today we're taking a look at Battlerite Royale. The game just released for PC and it retails for $19.99. It's currently in early access and it's brought to you by Stunlock Studios, the people who made the original Battlerite. Now, if you don't know what Battlerite is, it's essentially a MOBA with most of the elements of traditional MOBAs stripped out, a game that's far more focused on skill and objective play. Now, I didn't honestly play a lot of the game because when the game first came out, it had a ton of connection issues for me specifically, and I couldn't get around that, so I ended up just moving on. However, today, they've released a new game, and that game is Battlerite Royale, and the idea here is if you take a MOBA and you take Battle Royale and you smash it together, what do you get? Well, you get this game. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to play the game, I'm going to explain the mechanics to you, I'm going to talk about some of the problems I think the game has, and then I'm going to give you my conclusion. So, let's get into it. First up, the game's early access. It costs $20. In 6 months, this game is going to come out for free. That means it's pretty difficult for me to recommend you pick this up right now because if the game does well and in 6 months it still has a player base, then you're better off playing it then. Also, the game has microtransactions in it right now. So they want you to pay 20 bucks, then they want you to spend money on microtransactions, and then they want you to accept that in 6 months it's going to be free. I don't think that's a very reasonable business model. Now, I think what they should have done is release this game for free and have the microtransactions in it. And then they would have had a much stronger player base, which is good because it means the game can survive and actually develop and have a community 6 months from now. And also, it means that people like me don't feel, maybe I don't want to give you more money because I already had to pay 20 bucks. Now, in my case, I got the game for free, but I try and approach these things as a consumer. You know, if I'd paid $20 for this, do I really want to spend money on microtransactions? No, I don't. So I think they should have gone that way, but that's not the way they've gone. So we'll deal with what we got. Let's jump into play. We have tutorial, which I strongly advise you do. Then we have versus AI, and then we have the game mode itself. We have collections with chests and buying diamonds. Freemium business models, guys. Great. Okay. Then we have champions. These are the different characters you can play. If you've ever played a MOBA, you know what to expect here. They all have different moves and different abilities. Now, what I will say is they have homogenized these characters quite a lot more than you might expect. This is not Dota, where two different characters play entirely differently from one another, and if they were put against each other 1v1, things might be unfair. Now, there is some balance concerns that people have. I haven't played enough of the game really to be able to officially state this is more powerful than this. You know, I've played the game for like 7 hours, and I can't really have a strong position on it like that. I'd have to play it a lot more to really comment on balance issues. But as I said, the characters are a lot more homogenized. Everyone seems to have an escape. Everyone seems to have some form of mitigation for damage. Everyone seems to have some form of stun lock or freeze ability or something along those lines. However, the characters are diverse and different enough to make each one feel special. So that's kind of cool. I like that. We got mounts, right? You can buy cosmetic mounts. Let's view all. There's a ton of different mounts. Some of them are really cute, like this one. Cool. Cosmetic items. And again, I have no problem with that, but the game being 20 bucks and not free, it seems a bit bullshit to me. Then we have avatars, because these games all have to have these days, so you can fill loot boxes full of trash. Then we have titles. Great. Let's jump into the options menu very quickly. We have the general options menu. Cool. Okay. Basic stuff. Controls. You can rebind. Nice. Graphics. Decent. 144 FPS limit here. Cool. I'm happy with that. Sound. Everything seems decent to me. Regions. Now this I like because it automatically will pick a region based on this lowest ping, obviously, but you can just choose an Australian server or an Asian server or whatever you want. Now that's nice. And also the fact that they have Asian and East Asian and Indian servers and Australian servers is really, really cool for an early access game that isn't finished yet. So props to them for doing that. Okay. Finally, down here, we have quests. You get daily quests. If you complete them, you can claim your rewards and they'll give you coins up here. And we have chests down here, which we can open. Now, the way that this works is as follows. You have diamonds, which are used for buying cosmetic items directly. Then you have coins, which are used for buying chests. And then you have tokens, which are used for buying cosmetic items directly if you don't have diamonds. Now, as you might expect, these tokens are delivered out very, very slowly. So basically, Overwatch, okay? Let's open a chest and I'll illustrate that point further. Open. It's Overwatch. Let's open this, let's open this, let's open this. We got some tokens. Hi, Overwatch. We got a duplicate avatar. Hi, Overwatch. And we got a rare outfit. Oh, that's kind of nice, but I don't play that character. Now, one thing this does have over Overwatch's loot box system is when you play a specific character and you level that specific character up, not just your account, you will get specific loot chests for that character, and they will give you better gear specifically for the character that you play, which is kind of nice. All right, now all that bullshit's out of the way, let's jump into the game. But before we do, I'll just quickly show you what the other characters look like. Pretty cool art style, I have to say. Pretty cool art style. Some very nice character designs here. I do like the aesthetic.
This shouldn't be too difficult, right?
We also have ranged and melee. Now, the disparity between the ranged and melee is, again, hard for me to comment on because a lot of the melee characters have means of catching up to ranged. But so far, I have found ranged to be preferable for me, at least. Also, this game has fan service, especially if you're a furry for some reason. Anyway, that aside, let's jump into the game and I'll show you how everything works. Okay, so when you load into the game, it shows you this nice intro cinematic, shows you little locations on the map. Honestly, it looks really nice. It has an art style similar to the modern League of Legends style or Heroes of the Storm. Okay, so when you load in, you have a match starting in 1 minute and 44 seconds. The game has 30 players in it, which honestly I think is perfect. Any more than that and it would be a clusterfuck. So you start out here and you have a vendor. Now they allow you to purchase one additional ability and a healing potion or a rock. Now it recommends here that I pick up Searing Flight and a health potion, which I'm going to pick. This is the first criticism I have of this game. You start out with only 2 abilities. I've got my spacebar here that allows me to jump out of the way and avoid damage, and it makes me invulnerable while I'm doing that, which is kind of nice. And then I have my basic attack. Now, I think that by default, they should just start you out with all of your abilities, because the character is designed to synergize with their abilities, right? That's how these games work. Now, in a MOBA, a lot of MOBAs at least, you earn those abilities over time. But this isn't a MOBA, this is a Battle Royale game, and I think that to level the playing field at the beginning of the game, it would be nice to give everyone their basic abilities. Now, I do have my ultimate now, which I'll show you. That's my ultimate. Pretty cool. I do like it. This character is pretty awesome. I like him a lot. Now, you earn your ultimate by shooting at enemies or hitting enemies. You earn energy from doing that. And when you have enough energy, it'll allow you to trigger your ultimate, which is kind of cool. I like that mechanic. I've got no problem with it. We also have a mount here. So if we press Z, we can mount up just like Heroes of the Storm. And if we press Z again, it will consume a carrot that we've picked up off the ground, and that will allow us to run away a little bit faster. So that's a nice escape mechanism. But yeah, overall, I like the way the game looks. I like the way it plays. I like the way it sounds and all that. I just think you should start the players off with their basic abilities because, as you'll see in a moment when we jump into the game, it can be kind of difficult initially to pick up everything that you need, just the basic abilities. There are tiers to all of the items in this game. So there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with starting people out with the basic abilities and then allowing them to upgrade them and do more damage and get more health and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're on a flying luck dragon and we're going to jump and I'm going to go over here to these caverns. Hopefully I'm alone, but I won't be. I never am. Okay, so now we've landed. These orbs here are essentially chests, right? And we crack them open and we pick up items. Now, I'm going to do my best to explain this to you as we play, but I do need to be aware that people will be trying to kill me constantly while I'm doing this. As I said, there are 30 players in the game. Okay, so I've picked up a few items just now. I've picked up my R ability, which allows me to put down a firewall, and the version of it I've picked up is an epic version. Now, if you get a legendary version, each of these abilities have an additional function on top of that. So it is a game about RNG. It's a game about finding the best loot, which is the same in PUBG and the same in Fortnite and the same in every other Battle Royale game. The better gear you have, the better chance you have when fighting. I also picked up my Q, which is an ability that allows me to put down a flame strike here. If I press my R, it allows me to put down a firewall and people will get set on fire when they walk through it, right? Basic MOBA stuff. All right, let's go loot some more stuff. All right, we're picking up gold. I got Molten Fist, an epic version of Molten Fist, which is kind of nice. Okay, we got some gold there. And these things are special chests. You have to stand next to them to begin the unlocking process. They usually have pretty good gear in them. All right, let's see what we got. we got a key ring, we got a health potion, and we got some gold. All right, so I'll show you these items here. We got Hunter's Blade. It increases my movement speed. Every 30 seconds, your primary ability deals 8 bonus damage and inflicts Fading Snare. And as you can see, that can level up. So I have the rare version right now. It can go all the way up to legendary. I also have Key Ring, which does more damage to chests, so I can open chests faster and unlock chests faster. It also increases my max health. So you have items here, like actual gear that you can pick up. Then you have your abilities, which can come in various rarities. And then you have consumables. So here I have a trap. So I can put this trap down by pressing 3. And if someone walks into that, they're going to get trapped. I also have a fake chest, which I'm going to put down over here where I picked up my original chest, just to show you how it works. If they open that chest, they're going to get hurt, right? And then I have my healing potions. So that's how that stuff works. Let's mount up. Let's go and try and find some more loot, shall we? I think I'll move out of this area. How much gold do I have? That's another mechanic I need to pay attention to. So down here, you can see my gold, 264 out of 900. You can spend that at vendors, which is cool. And you can upgrade these various abilities. You can buy more items over here and consumables. So again, another mechanic taken from MOBAs. I can hear someone. I'm not sure I want to get into a fight right now. Okay, that guy's level 15. So I kind of do want to get into a fight. Come here, sir. Well, let's use this. Let's get a little closer. And, oh, there you go. There's a kill. Let's pick up these things. Let's get a blue version of my space. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, I don't want to die right now because I'm trying to explain these things to you. All right, let's mount up and let's run away. Also, it takes a little while for your mount to speed up. You can also hide in the grass, another mechanic taken from MOBAs. And this over here will allow you to heal up over time. These do exhaust, so you can use up the whole thing, which is kind of cool. All right, so now I have all my abilities. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. My low level one is pretty bad. So what I want to try and do is go to a vendor and spend some of this gold that I've got. I'm also going to drop a sentry at the vendor. So if anyone tries to come near me, they're going to take some damage. And if anyone tries to go to the vendor in future, they're going to take damage. Okay. Let's upgrade this. And let's upgrade this. Now, I would like some more gear, but I don't have the money for it right now. So it is what it is. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's one of those treasure goblins. That's awesome. Come here, treasure goblin. No. Come here. I need your loot. I need your tasty treasure goblin loot. Well, let's use my right click on him. All right. Let's try and kill this thing. My damage is really low right now because my left click is not high enough level at all. Hey. Where did he go? God damn it. He despawned. That's annoying. Okay, this is another mechanic I need to point out to you. This number next to my name, this 29, that's essentially representative of my current level. Now, there aren't levels per se, but based on your gear and the items you have and the level of your abilities and all that nonsense, oh, I got a breastplate. That's nice. That will give me some defensive abilities. It increases my health. Yeah, based on all of the things that I've picked up, it gives me a level. And that's important because if you're going up against someone who's like level 40 when you're level 29, you're going to die. I mean, most of the time you're going to die. Now, oh, I just jumped on a jump pad. That's something else I should probably explain. So there are jump pads that allow you to reposition on the map. If you land on top of someone when you've come out of one of those jump pads, you will stun lock them, giving you a pretty significant advantage in a fight. Okay, I do need to get away from the circle because it is going to murder my face. Let's run away. Do we have a carrot? Yes, we do. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Reposition within the circle. So now I'm level 32. Now, ideally, you want to try and get up to like level 40 before the end of the game, before you get to the final circle, because most of the people in there will be that level, and they will destroy you very quickly. Also, you know, different characters, different abilities. Learning all of those characters and the abilities and how to counter them is a huge part of the game, just like in any MOBA. So there's a lot to take into consideration here that you don't normally have to take into consideration in most games like this. Okay. Someone here. At level 43. See, I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Like, right now. Mount up, mount up, mount up. Press Z. So that person's level 43, right? So that means I basically don't want to fight them. I want to run away from them. So you can mitigate the RNG in that sense. You can say, okay, well, that person's super high level. I just need to get the fuck away. That person's level 17. So when you see someone like that, you're like, okay, level 17. I should probably go gank that person. These are things you don't normally have to consider in a MOBA. I mean, not a MOBA, sorry, in a Battle Royale game, which is cool. It's kind of interesting. It's definitely a very unique and different take on this style of mode, this type of game. All right, let's hit you with this shit. Let's jump over here. Let's go this way. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't you dare. I want to eat your face.
Death vortex incoming.
Oh, I'm so close, yet so far. All right, let's get on the mount. Let's hit this. All right. Oh, now they're a sheep. Okay, this happens. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. I need the kill. I need it so badly. I want this kill. You're not going to heal. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not going to heal. If this person kills me, I'm going to be very, very sad. I'm going to be very, very sad. You're not allowed to heal through this. Yes. Got the kill. Nice. Okay, let's pick up that extra stuff. Now, you can drop the stuff that you've picked up if there's something better, like this riding saddle. I'm going to keep the sheep medallion because it will turn me into a sheep and give me an extra chance at life, as you saw it did with her. Is there anything else I want here? No, not really. Okay, let's jump up here. See what's going on the map. Someone's healing down there. Level 43, though. Get away from them. Right? Let's get on my mount. I mean, I could fight them, but they're full health, and I'm not. And now I'm going to die. This is... Oh, no. Level 33. Let's use the Q. Let's use the Q. Let's get the fuck out of here. Shit. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm going to die. I'm in a lot of trouble, guys. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I need to get out of this sheep mode. God damn it. I died. All right. I placed number 6. That's not too bad. Hopefully, I did a decent job explaining the mechanics to you. Now, you can observe from this point on and witness the end of the game, but we're not going to do that. We're going to leave the match, and I will show you what happens when you complete a game. It unloads assets, apparently. No. Okay, so as you can see, I've just ranked up to Diamond League here. Now, I don't feel I necessarily deserve that. I got 2 kills and whatever, and that's my match rating. Now, I'm pretty sure they're using this to matchmake people, but I'm not entirely sure, right? Because it's not actually explicitly explained to you. And you level up and all that nonsense, and then you can get chests and blah, 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 blah. You know how it works. And there we go. We've got quests. I've completed 3 achievements, so I get some rewards for that. I then go on with the progression loot grind. I go to the boxes. I open my chests. I see what I get. Usually nothing, right? Nothing of value. Great. Cool. Let's open another one. You know, you've seen this stuff before, right? Oh, we got a cool mount. That's nice. It's nice to have a new mount. So yeah, you know, you've got the progression treadmill. You got the free to play mechanics. You got all that nonsense. So what do I think? Honestly, I think it's really fun. I think this take on the genre is a great take. I'm enjoying it a lot. I've put like 8 hours into this game now in a day, which for me is uncommon. That being said, there are balance concerns. There are those concerns I expressed regarding not having your abilities at the beginning of the game. If you are someone who's very frustrated by RNG, if you are someone who's very frustrated by the fact that someone will beat you simply because they have found better gear than you, you should probably stay away from this genre entirely, honestly, but it feels worse in this game for whatever reason. I think probably because there's a lot of abilities that require skill to execute, so having to be good and then also find loads and loads of great loot it's an extra layer of frustration, because you could be a really skilled player, but you didn't find the loot because of RNG and then get killed by someone who's not as good as you, but they found better loot. So I can understand why people find that stuff frustrating. Still, I've had quite a good time playing this game, and I would really like to recommend it to you. Problem is, it costs $20, it's full of freemium bullshit, and it's going to be free in 6 months. So, yeah. I think the way that they've chosen to sell this game and market this game is a mistake. I think the game should have been free with the freemium mechanics. That would have been completely fine. It would have had a much stronger player base, and hopefully in 6 months from now, it would still be alive. I do have concerns that in 6 months, people will have dropped off from this game, and therefore it won't necessarily be worth your time. But if you've got tons of money to throw at things, you'll probably have a good time playing this game. I certainly am. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it useful in some way. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the game if you've played it. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.